Hello Gemini, this is your reading for July. Now I'm going to do a little bit shorter than I usually do because I know your attention spans are shorter. We have so much new things to do now. Life is opening up, so you have better things to do than to listen to me. I do understand that, but I am very grateful for you who are here and for those of you who have subscribed. If you haven't, maybe consider subscribing, maybe consider clicking on the alarm bell so you are alerted for when a new reading is going to come out. There will be shortly a reading regarding business for the third trimester as well coming out, so maybe keep an eye on that for the professional area of life. So this is for a general one, so take from this what is really resonating with you. What doesn't resonate, please leave it behind, because that means it's not for you, because general readings are like that. Also, if you want daily guidance, you can find that on my Facebook page, on my Twitter account, and on my Instagram account. I also do a new moon reading or new moon guidance, I call it, and full moon guidance. So a card for each of the zodiac signs at the time of the new and the full moon. So you can find that on my Instagram, on IGTV really, but also on my Facebook page and not on Twitter, because I don't think they do movies that long, but doesn't matter. You can find me somewhere on social media. So let's dive into the cards now and see what they bring up for you. So I'm going to turn them around. King of Pentacles, the Empress, wow. 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and Ace of Swords. So you have 3 Swords cards here, which is about, there is some fear thinking, there's some limited and negative beliefs, but there's also you realizing that you have these negative beliefs which makes you feel protective of yourself, keeping people at a distance, and here, that feeling of being trapped, but it's more in your head. Now I'm going to start here with the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles for me it's a really good card, because it tells me that there is money or there is financial abundance available to you. But it also is a card about family values. You can see this king is sitting in sort of a library at home. The dog is next to him. So you find family values very important, Gemini. And I feel that probably with the lockdown and the whole corona thing, you have been a lot at home, literally. But still, there are some values that you find very important. So family values, and I'm telling this because of the Empress. But also, I feel that maybe in that time at home, you have started creating ideas to make more money. And these ideas, like planting the seeds, and here you're also already, it feels like this month of July, there is the possibility of you starting to see the rewards of the things you have been doing. And maybe you've been doing them from home. So maybe you've been working from home. Maybe you've started a business from home, which is probably because the King of Pentacles has a little bit of that emperor vibe, where, like the CEO vibe. So it could very well be that you have done that. But there is this element of home. So whether it's a business that you start from home or working from home, or family values, and it's bringing together maybe the family with the Empress card. Maybe there's even new life on the way, maybe in your family, or maybe one of your children, or near and dearest. So it could be friends, somebody that is pregnant around you. Maybe you are pregnant. That's also possible. But there is this, I feel this is all good stuff, because you also have the 9 of Cups. So some wishes are being fulfilled, and whatever that is, so whether that is having a baby, whether that is having your family being expanded, or whether it's really creating more abundance and more values or new values for you and for your family, this is a happy card. This is a card that says, yeah, the things are that you really are wishing for and that you are dealing with here in the King of Pentacles, and that you're manifesting, that you're creating. They are coming together. They are bringing you joy, happiness, and maybe even, that family expansion. And maybe it's, one of your children, or you're becoming a grandma or granddad, who knows, or it's a good friend of yours, or it's yourself. It's a happy card, but there are some things here that still are nagging you, and I feel they are in the background. And I feel this Seven of Swords and Eight of Swords, really, they work together. It's like you are protecting your family from outside invaders. Like you don't want strangers in your space, and that could very well be because you don't want people maybe contaminated, especially if somebody around you is pregnant in your home, or if you are. And then there's this defensive stance that is really quite natural. But there's also a little bit of negative thinking, like, because you are defending your turf. It also makes you sometimes feel trapped, because you can't then go out, because you're limiting yourself. And sometimes maybe you're limiting yourself in the way you put your family first, and then you have no room for other people or other things, and you're too focused on the family or on doing things from home. And that sometimes creeps in, but I feel these two cards are really not that powerful, because we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is really, if you really see it, so you have the overthinking, thinking in a loop, I call it, always the same over and over, but the light is shining through. This is the card of breakthrough. So it's the card of really seeing that, you don't need to be that defensive. You don't need to keep other people out, and you don't need to believe everything that you tell yourself, like, I can't be a good mother, or I can't provide for my family, I can't have good things in life. These are these sort of running in the background through everything you do and you are. Sometimes you have these negative thoughts, but you can cut them out. You can cut them out with the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords can eliminate these thinking. They can say, okay, stop it now. I know it's not true. I know I don't have to keep everybody at bay. I know I can have, be part of the world again. I can step out of my library. I can step out of that, while still being, very connected to my home, to my family, to the values I hold important, to the growth I've done. This can also be, not pregnancy, but literally your growth as a person. The King of Pentacles is a very powerful king, and maybe you have gone through that growth in the months that you have spent at home, and good things are coming together. But if you are in this negative thinking, you don't see them, and you want to see them because they're important to see. So let's have a look what else is going to come out, because not these crystals. Sorry, I need to take these, because I feel this is a bit vague, Gemini, but I think it's meant to be, because I think you have to decide for yourself whether this is about a job or a business or a home, or whether it's really about family values or your values. What is important to you in the world? What is important to you and your nearest and dearest? So that can be your family, your extended family, your friends, the friendships you have. And it also asks you to not always be on the defensive, because people are not out to hurt you, where you may think that, yes, but they are not, because I think people see your growth as well, and they really appreciate your values. So don't always be too protective of your growth, or don't be afraid to show your change that you have done to the world, because it's time now to show that. Ace of Swords, time to show that. So let's see what other cards are going to come out here. Page of Cups. Three of Swords. Yeah, the Three of Swords are really connected to the Seven and the Eight of Swords. So if you stay in that negative thinking, it's going to really hurt you. But you don't have to do that, because you have the Sun there. Now this Page of Cups is really is really the Nine of Cups as well. It's like a surprise when things are really going well for you, and you see that people, your nearest and dearest, and that tight family knit or friendship knit circle, and the values that you adhere to, and these people seeing that, and they appreciate that. And I think sometimes that may surprise even yourself, the people that surround you that are really heartfelt people. But that still asks you to not push them away, because if you push them away, they will stay away, and that will hurt you. You want really to embrace this King of Pentacles and this growth you have gone through, because again, there is a child here in this card. So there is some Geminis here, and I'm saying some, will be dealing with a baby, whether it's their own or whether it's a baby from someone very close to them, because of these two cards, yeah? And the family value cards, yes. And happy card, the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled. So maybe this is somebody who tried to get pregnant and it was difficult, and now all of a sudden they are. The sun is going to shine on you, and it's going to, when it's about babies. Now, if it's more about you and working from home and making the money from home, yes, you're making the money from home. You're also growing your business, or whatever it is you're doing, it's growing. Your abundance, your happiness is growing. Very good card. But again, please stay out of negative thinking, like I can't go out anymore, I need to defend my home, my turf, because otherwise I may, people may come in, and I don't want that. And all these negative beliefs about yourself and about the whole world situation. Don't stay in that, because that will bring only confusion, hurt, sadness. Cut through them. I'm going to pull a few more, because I find this Page of Cups really confusing here, and not saying too much. Swords, all these swords. Inner conflict. I think that is that Seven of Swords. Is a Seven of Wands. You also, that defensive stance, trying to protect your turf, protecting your ideas. Well, if it's about protecting your ideas, if you have ideas, developed ideas here in your home for your business, then really you have to protect them, and then you can be protective, yes, because these ideas need time to grow and to come together, and you don't want intruders running away with them. And then, yes, that Seven of Wands and that Seven of Swords, yes, do that, because that will bring you success. There is this big success waiting. There is this big change waiting. So if it's about a baby, oh wow, this is going to change your life. It's going to bring a lot of happiness, but it's also going to bring lots of good things in your life. If it's about you working from home and providing for the home and growing in your business and protecting your ideas, then there is a change for the better, because you have made some choices. I think this is this card, together with this Page of Cups, feels like past cards. They feel like they belong here. It's when you decided to do something for yourself from home, the working from home, maybe a business from home and growing. Maybe you decided, I want a baby, or somebody near to you decided that, and you have been, seeing the growth of the belly, literally. And that was, you had to take the opportunity to do something different, and you made that choice, even though you didn't know what that choice was going to bring, but you chose to do this, either the job or the working from home, the doing your own business and seeing its growth, or making the choice for, regarding to the baby. And sometimes, you're not involved in that choice if that is your nearest and dearest. But then again, you have to choose whether you accept it and see it as a beautiful thing, or you see it as not so beautiful. But if it's about work and business, please protect your ideas. Sort of really be protective and make sure that somebody else doesn't run away with the ideas, because that could happen. That could be the case here. So let's see what the messages are that are going to be out for you as well. You know, if you listen to your business reading, maybe you get clearer on this if it is to do with business. I hope so. I haven't done that yet, but I'll be doing that shortly. So that'll be up as well. Okay, so let's see what the messages say. Embracing. I embrace and love all of my life. That is really this. Embracing all your life and this. And even that King of Pentacles, it's really embracing where you are at this moment, because this king is not really doing a lot. He's just enjoying being at home, embracing the now, the present moment. And with the Empress, there is also that present moment element, you know, enjoying the present moment, enjoying your growth, seeing the fruits of your labor growing. Here as well, 9 of Cups, enjoying the moment. So, I embrace and love all of my life. It is that, and that means then, in this case, it's about you not pushing people away. Then this is about pushing people away and trying not to do that. Because, the sun is there, you're getting success, and that you're going to feel that sun come in really the end of July with a lot of changes for the good. And there's also the inner peace. I'm going to pull in the card. I see the face of Spirit is here in the egg. So when you trust that King of Pentacles and really trust that things will come together for you, work out for you. If it's about a baby, yes, that's beautiful. It's going to bring a lot of peace and joy, but also that inner peace. Now, just let me have a look here what the keywords are. 23. Freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. Yeah, here is where you have thoughts of, attached to things that you really don't need in your life, but you really, they trap you, but you sometimes adhere to them. And then you're too protective and you keep away good people out of your life. But it's that feeling of peace, and that has to do with that present moment. These two go really well together. Being in the now, trying to enjoy this moment and not to think too much about the future, not to think too far ahead, not to be, too negative about what is possible, even if the baby is there and then it's not yours and it's a friend or a family member, and you're thinking, oh, what are they going to do in this world? And they're going to set a baby in this world, and why are they doing that? That sort of thinking. First of all, that is none of your business what they do. But second of all, that's not going to bring you joy, and it's really going to keep you trapped in negative beliefs, in limited thinking. It's not going to bring you peace and joy and happiness. And I have these dogs who are running around because it's nearly feeding time. So I'm going to now say goodbye to you and feed my dogs, Gemini. So hope to see you soon. So keep an eye out for the business reading for the third trimester as well. And I'll be doing another small reading probably in July, because I'm thinking of some other ways to be more connected with you through YouTube. But for now, I have a dog waiting for me, looking at me with a face like I am hungry. So I am leaving you here. Bye, Gemini.